Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Epic, and we're back for some more Purge on the Rebirth overhaul. Alright, so we're going to grab the waters out of here real quick, because we still can't make them. And then we're going to head out and get a tier 1 done, so I'll meet up with you guys when we get there. Alright, we made it. So we're going to do this hotel, motel, I forget what it's called. Motel 8. It's usually not too bad. Not sure how it's going to be in this overhaul, but shouldn't be too bad. We can get some decent amount of cloth usually out of here as well, so that'll be good. We're going to definitely want to break most of, not all of the doors, so that we can get the brass for when we get the propane tank and can start making our own ammo, because that's going to be our biggest bottleneck when it comes to the machine gun leveling. Is just going to be the amount of ammo it takes. Once we get the propane tank and can start using our shredder, though, it should get a lot easier. We'll just have to be going out collecting the materials for gunpowder. That's what I'm looking for. And we can buy some of that from Wrecked, and I believe Billy Bob, once we unlock him, sells like the nitrite and coal as well, so we'll be able to get it eventually. We just have to be able to make the tips and casings, which right now we can't until we start getting more brass and all that. Now, I know I'm leaving a lot of doors right now, but we will come back eventually and start breaking them down for the doorknobs. Right now it just really doesn't matter too much because we don't have the ability to shred them to get the usable brass anyway. So once we get that, we will come back, we'll break down these doors and get everything situated. Until then, we're just going to be on the lookout. Alright, so this says there are 6 more. There's usually 3 or 4 in the final room. So we'll say there's at least 2 more rooms with somebody in it. Alright, so we definitely have gotten a decent amount of cotton, and we could have gotten more actually, because we haven't been breaking down the beds. We've been just taking them. So if we had broken them down, I think it's like 15 per bed. There's all these mattresses that we could have been breaking down. I just don't want to spend too much time on that, because again, we're not too far away and we could always come back for it. Alright, so I think we just have the one room left, which has the main loot. Oh, I was wrong. Now it's just the main loot. Alright, so let's get over here. Sounds like they have woke up. I have noticed that in this mod, when you get down to the last couple, they seem to wake up and start looking for a way to get to you. It's kind of nice, because then you don't have to search forever if you don't find. I couldn't tell you how many times in, especially vanilla, but in other versions of the game where, you know, you're running around for 15 minutes just trying to find the last zombie so you can finish a quest. Alright, but we are going to head on back over to the trader, sell off all this excess stuff, and then we'll go out and find something else to clear. Alright, so while we were at the trader selling stuff, we went ahead and bought the mortar and pestle quest, so we can get that, because we will need that for Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, that's a bear. But we're gonna need the mortar and pestle for gunpowder. Oh, and a cougar. Awesome. We're just lions and tigers and bears today, huh? So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna have to take a vitamin because it's out here in the wasteland. And if we don't, I think it poisons us. Alright, let's get... Okay, hopefully he stays over... Nope. Oh, that's not good. Oh, let's get on the bike. Damn it! Well, note to self, make sure we keep our gun properly loaded. Alright, let's go ahead and spawn on our backpack. Alright, that's not good. We are taking damage. So that's why we need the vitamins. Vitamins will keep us safe as we go out there. Hopefully that cougar is now gone. Oh, at least we got a boar. We got a little bit more meat. Right, let's go ahead and take another vitamin. Get out here and we'll start this quest. This quest is a pain because it says robotic snakes that are mostly invisible. So it's just a pain. Alright, so let's go ahead and start killing these guys. The double damage is kind of nice. I like it. We got a couple of these guys following us. It's very, very hard to see it, especially with this ground. Alright, luckily when they spawn these guys in, they also... Ooh, that would have been bad. They also spawn in a little bit of help. They spawn in two of the NPCs that also attacking these guys. So it makes it to where even if we're not the ones doing all of the killing, as long as we're attacking these snakes and getting some sort of damage, it's going to get taken care of. It's just a matter of kiting the one that we're fighting long enough to so that the other guys get the rest of them killed. Alright, so we've got, what, 9 more minutes on our vitamins, so we might as well go ahead and get some stuff with the increased loot stage and all that fun jazz while we're out here. At the very least we can get some gas and stuff. Hopefully we can find a vehicle soon and we'll need it. Alright, but not much going on, or much else going on around here, and we're not going to stay out and go too far out because zombies are going to... Very difficult zombies will be a thing out here, so... Wow, this is the location of the old Trader Wreck, or Trader Joel's. Alright, well, let's go ahead and get back on our bike and head back over to base. We will drop everything off, start making the mortar and get the mortar and pestle made, and hopefully start making some gunpowder. And I'll meet up with you guys when we get back. Alright, so we got the mortar and pestle made, got everything put away. Now let's try to find... There's nothing... I don't remember what level or what percentage we have to get to before it starts showing us like the level 0s and 1s and stuff like that. I think it might be 10%, but I'm not positive. But until then, we're just going to kind of have to ride around and find the lower level ones. Alright, so I will meet up with you guys when we find a low enough level 1 to do at our current level. Alright, we got a Poopy Pants daycare. This one's a tier 1, so we should be able to get it done pretty easy. But we shall see. Alright, we are definitely going to continue stealing all the toilets and sinks. Any metal desks, all this fun stuff to sell because, well, we're going to need a ton of money eventually once we start buying skill perks and quests to get some of the stations. I mean, we have a few of the stations, but the problem is going to be anytime we go to move them, we pick them up and they're going to be can't think of the term that they use. Repairable. Right, so they're not going to be the actual workstations. So when we go to move to the desert or wherever else, we'll have to remake those from a repairable state instead of just having our own made. So eventually we want to get back, or get to where we're making our own instead of relying on the repairable versions. Alright, so that one is done. Let's go ahead and I think we're going to hit the trader up real quick, and then we'll be getting pretty close to nighttime. So I think we're going to go out and do a little bit of mining tonight and get some coal and nitrite so that we can make some gunpowder. At least that way we will have some for when we get the bullet casings and stuff made. Alright, so unless something really exciting happens, I will meet back up with you guys in the morning. Alright, so we got some gunpowder made up overnight. Did a little bit of mining. Now we're going to head over here to this other area of town and see if we can't find some tier 0s, tier 1s. This one here I believe is a tier 1, so we're going to go ahead and do it real quick. And then we're going to just work our way down this road. Definitely need a few more of these guys. Because once we unlock Billy Bob, then we can get our dog. And that I'm excited for. Alright. I do remember this place, and it is usually pretty straightforward and easy. Definitely liking the cotton that we're getting here. Alright, so it says there's 3 more. And that's the 3 right there. Alright, so there's still 1 more at least. Alright. I don't see where the other one's going to be though. Unless he's still outside somewhere. Where? I'm confused. Where's this last zombie at? Maybe we got the all clear and just didn't notice. I didn't notice it. Alright, so that's a tier 2. We're definitely not doing that. This one should be a tier 1, yeah. So let's go ahead and get it done. I have done this one multiple times as well. It is usually pretty easy. The last little boss fight area or main fight is a little bit difficult because of the tight confines, but if we backtrack enough we should be alright on that. Alright, so I haven't found, other than the ones at the trader, any vending machines that work. which is definitely unfortunate. Yeah, we don't want to be encumbered, so we're going to keep that stuff stored somewhere. But yeah, I haven't found any vending machines outside of the trader that work to be able to get more of this distilled water. So hopefully we can either find that or get to level 20 soon. Definitely got way too low on health there. Alright, quest is complete. So let's go ahead and finish looting everything up, steal all these sinks and toilets, and then we'll get situated. Alright, so we are getting rather encumbered, so we're going to drop this stuff off at the base, and then we will head back out to do some more questing. Not really questing, but clearing. And I will bring you guys back when we get to the next POI. Alright, we got another one to do, and there is a grill here. And we definitely need to find a propane tank as soon as possible. That's really the only thing holding us up now for making our own ammo. Alright, so this is the trailer park. I believe it's a tier 1, but it's also 6 different places. And I think that was the only gas grill in the place. So besides the dog in here, it is pretty much as straightforward and easy as it comes. It's just go in, kill 1 or 2 per place and be done. But it really all depends on whether or not that dog wants to cooperate with us. Oh, we got a boar and a dog. Yeah, the game hates me, huh? Lots of meat, but dang. Almost killed me, infected me, gave me a deep laceration. Not a good time. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. Alright, so let's basically just take everything and get out of here as quickly as possible. We're not going to take all the appliances just because we are chock full of stuff. Alright. Mostly we're looking for the loot and stuff that stacks. Punchy is always a good time. Alright, I think we only got like 2 or... Yeah, I think it's just 2 places left. Alright. Let's get out of here. Maybe it's 3 places left. Alright, but we're going to finish this place up. We are way too encumbered again. So we're going to definitely have to get home and get things put away. And hopefully... yeah, it's only 11 o'clock. We'll definitely have time to head out and do another quest afterwards. Does this give me... No. Alright, but I will bring you guys back once we get to... Oh, wait, hold on. We still have one more zombie in here. Are you that good, sir? Oh, sir or ma'am. See if we can throw a... Yeah, that's enough to where it's going to at least reduce some of the issues. Let's find... Here we go. Alright, and that is a wrap for here. So we're going to go sell off the sinks and all that. drop stuff off at home, and then we'll go back out and get back on the lookout for a propane tank and another place to clear out. Alright, so we found another place that we can take care of. The Hoot and Holler Bar. I believe this is a compo pack or PEP pack, whatever you want to call it. POI, because I don't think this is in vanilla. But it looks like a pretty cool POI. Bunch of pool tables. Big wide open area. I thought we pulled him out with us. Alright, so we got a couple more. It's weird seeing these guys and not worrying about them spitting on us. Alright, these things I believe sell for a good amount, so we are definitely going to pull every last one of these off the wall. I think they're like 16 a piece. And with the amount that... That's crazy. Wildlife is just everywhere now. Alright, so we finished this place up. We can pick up the loot. Like I said, I'm going to take all of these shelves. And then we are not quite encumbered. Oh, that is a huge wandering hole. Alright, let's go ahead and take care of these guys before we do anything else. I don't want to use all of my ammo up, so we're going to be doing most of this with the axe. And right now we're actually working with the axe at least to upgrade our soldier class instead of the weapon itself, which I think is the opposite with the machine gun, just because we don't have machine gun to level 1. So anything we use a machine gun for is leveling the machine gun itself. But because axes are at level 1, soldier has to get to level 2 before axes can upgrade, if that makes sense. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and steal as much as we can out of here. Should be pretty much it. Alright, so that is it for that. Let's do one last quest, or one last place to break down and clear out before we call it a night. It's this black bus mechanic place. It's pretty easy. It says 4+. Usually there's one here. The one we already got over across the way there, and 2 inside the big garage over there, so it's pretty simple. This place definitely has a lot of tires for us, though, for whatever vehicle we end up finding first. Kind of hoping for like either a guppy cart or a Vespa or something like that that's going to be easy on gas. But either way, I'm going to be happy once we have some wheels that has some good storage in it. Alright. Let's see what we got in here. And then this should be the last. Yeah, it's the last of the real loot here. Alright, so we are going to head back home, hopefully get some more ammo made up, get things situated and ready for tomorrow. We are finishing day 4, and we have 4.9% completed in the biome. What is that? 18 total cleared, and we're 10 kills left out of the 80 that we need for the next airdrop, so we are not doing too bad. We do have one death, which it sucks, but I mean, it was a cougar. There wasn't much we were going to be able to do against that. Alright, so we are going to head home, get everything situated, put away, and try to get some more ammo and stuff on the craft. And we will see you guys back here first thing in the morning. So if you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and click that like button. And if you'd like to see more, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have a good one.